It is a little initiative by me and my fellows, and more power to Maryam for speaking out this all in public. Do check out Maryam's Instagram. She makes amazing artwork.
Assalamualaikum, मेरा नाम मरियम है and I was diagnosed by ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, when I was in first year, or kind of like 3 to 4 months before first year, right? There's so many things I want to talk about, but I hope like I can talk about this. Okay, attention deficit hyperactivity disorders, its symptoms go unnoticed by literally every person around us, and people just tell you that you're annoying, you're weird, you do weird stuff, you enjoy weird stuff, and you do not fit into their categorization of a normal person. So me, I never paid attention in class, and my attention span was so short for the lectures and stuff that it would be like 10 minutes into the lecture and I was zoned out completely. I would be focusing on everything except what the other person is saying. And every time my teachers used to get so worried about it, not worried like they used to get angry about it, like why I'm not listening and stuff. So yeah, this is the biggest, symptom of it. It's a symptom, doesn't mean that if a person cannot focus in class they have ADHD. Second is hyperactivity. Even if you cannot focus, you are hyperactive. No matter what, you are jolly, you need something to constantly get attracted to, you need an activity to do all the time, and new activity to do all the time. It's not like you will give me a puzzle to solve and I will keep solving it. No, it's like I want a puzzle to solve but I will not solve it. That is what ADHD is. Because the same time I'm hyperactive, at the same time I'm attention deficit, so I cannot do a work that requires attention while I'm being hyperactive. Okay, so this was the second thing that I wanted to share. Third thing is anxiety. The people with ADHD, they have a lot of anxiety. Like the leg shake is continuous. Sometimes the eyes, they also flutter, and you stutter a lot because of hyperactivity in your brain. You don't know what you want to talk about and what thoughts you want to convey to others. So the actual thing you want to say to the people, it does not come out that way, and people usually mind it a lot. Or sometimes, like for me, I'm a medical student, so in vivas, teachers never get me. It's so difficult for me to give a viva, because when someone asks me a question in the viva, my brain is running at 90 kilometer per hour, and it's like so many thoughts at the same time. It's like hyperactive, and I have to pick like this, and this. I cannot make a sentence and be coherent, and I never make sense in vivas. So teachers usually tell me like, please take a deep breath, arrange your thoughts, and then tell us. And honestly, it works a lot. Like if you have ADHD, you just give yourself some time. If someone asks you a question, like give yourself 2 to 3 minutes to just arrange your thoughts and then talk about it. Okay, depression. People will just say that no, that's not a factor of it, but it is. With ADHD, no matter what you do, you are depressive for no reason. Because let me tell you why. First of all, when you shake leg or you are hyperactive, people keep telling you, yaar टांगे हिलाना बंद करो. ठीक है? That is such an annoying thing to say to someone with ADHD. Like, it's not in our control. I am not doing it. If you tell me to stop shaking my legs, I will just start wiggling here and there. I will be wriggling my upper body. I will start moving my head. I will start shaking my hands. I will start scribbling. I will do everything to just keep my body moving. And it's so irritating. Even if you tell someone that you have ADHD, they will not understand. They will say, just stop moving your leg, it's irritating me. Like, can you imagine a person with ADHD and it's literally a disorder, and they're telling you they have a disorder and you're telling me it's annoying? Just stand up and sit somewhere else. And for the part of studying, it's really difficult to study with ADHD. Normal people, they study something, they're focused into it, they can read stuff without any distractions. But yeah, it's like you open a book, you read the first line, and there's a word. Like, let me give you an example. I opened the book and the first line was, there was a beautiful butterfly. Now, no, what about a normal person? A normal person will do is like, they will move on to the next sentence, what the butterfly was doing in the book. But me, as a person with ADHD, nah, I will be like, oh yeah, butterfly. There are so many colors, black, blue, purple, pink. Wow, I saw a butterfly yesterday. And there were so many butterflies in the university. And then I will start thinking about everything that happened yesterday instead of focusing on the text I was reading. Sorry. So yeah, that's a kind of thing that happens in the ADHD, that you cannot focus no matter what. Machhar aa gaya hai. I want to kill it. Sorry for the distraction. Chala gaya hai. ADHD. I am distracted a lot. So I think right now it took me some time to just gather my thoughts and tell you about the points too. And the other thing is that when someone is talking, like अगर मैं बात कर रही हूँ, if you have ADHD, I'm sorry, you have to listen to me, because I cannot listen to a person. Like, I am listening to them, but at the same time, I'm not listening to them. How do I explain it? Like, I will be listening. Like, अगर कोई बात कर रहा है, मैं उसको सुन रही हूँगी. But in the middle of it all, I will lose what they were saying. I will just zone out. Nothing, blank. And when the person asks me that, did you hear me? And I will like, yeah, I did. Can you repeat that for me? And then they get angry, like, I did a whole lot talk and you were not listening and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, sorry, I cannot focus. So yeah, this is also a symptom that when a person is talking, you just keep looking towards their mouth or eyes or other stuff, or their actions or their hand movements and stuff, without actually focusing on the thing that they are talking about. And other things are, you forget. Because you are distracted a lot, you forget a lot. It's just buy one get one free stuff. You get a lot of things free with ADHD. Because why? Because your brain is diverted. At one point you are trying to focus, another point you are distracted. So your brain just thinks about the distractions and forget the main thing. It's people with ADHD, they cannot cram and they cannot learn a definition as it is. I'm not saying that normal people can not learn a definition and something. It happens with everyone. Like, you cannot learn something word to word, but people can, and it is a fact. And I'm not saying कि normal people में ये चीज़ें नहीं होती या फिर ये symptoms नहीं होते. Normal people में इसके symptoms होते हैं, but they are a lot less level. Like, imagine कि मैं रोज़ाना daily उठती हूँ. This has happened so many times. I'm going to give a small example. मैं तैयार होती हूँ, मैं घर से बाहर निकलती हूँ, and I forget कि मैंने गाड़ी की कीज़ ही नहीं उठाई. I come back in, I take my keys, I go out, and then I forget कि मैंने wallet नहीं उठाया. I come back in, I take my wallet, and then I go out, I forget कि मैंने overall ले लिया. Then I come back in, I take my overall, then I go out, and I forget that today is patho lecture and need my practical notebook too, and then I come back in and take my patho notebook and go out again. ADHD for you all. So until unless you do not have a schedule, you cannot manage ADHD. There's no medication that will heal it. Yes, they will enhance your brain span, and yes, it will help you, but do not self-diagnose yourself. I was diagnosed by a psychologist and I was taught techniques to handle it, but then shit happens, it happens. You cannot control the drama that comes with it. You cannot control people's thought. You cannot control what they think about you. You cannot control what people say about you. You cannot control your teachers. You can, yeah, to some extent your family understands, and yes, they tell you that they are here or they will listen and stuff, but at the end of it, it's you. It's natural. It happened. So yeah, best of luck to everyone with ADHD. Hope you all cope with it. Nice. Allah Hafiz. And if anyone has any question, you can ask me. I hope I covered all the points. But yeah, due to ADHD, I don't know what points I covered and what I not covered. So